On October 31st, 1981, Lord Voldemort walked through the doors of the Potter cottage in Godric's Hollow for the first time. But what should have been a seemingly straightforward mission for a powerful wizard at the height of his power ended up being a catastrophic event for both parties. Harry lost his parents, and Voldemort lost his corporeal form, effectively putting an end to the First Wizarding War and changing the course of Harry's life forever. But I can't help but think that most of what occurred at the Potter cottage on that fateful night was avoidable altogether, a way that James, Lily and Harry would have been able to escape safely, and it involves Apparition. Today we're going to be exploring all of this and more as we tackle the question of why didn't the Potters disapparate to escape Voldemort. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. What really set the wheels in motion was Sybil Trelawney's prophecy, the prophecy, a vision that she had while interviewing for her position at Hogwarts. The one with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord approaches, born to those who have thrice defied him, born as the seventh month dies. And the Dark Lord will mark him as his equal, but he will have power the Dark Lord knows not, and either must die at the hand of the other, for neither can live while the other survives. The one with the power to vanquish the Dark Lord will be born as the seventh month dies. Snape, who was a Death Eater at the time, overheard Trelawney's prediction and relayed the info to Voldemort. The prophecy threatened Voldemort's position, and so he knew that he would need to take action. Upon realizing that they were in danger, the Potters went into hiding, hoping to put in place as many preventative measures as reasonably possible. And so logically, they hid in the top secret location that is, their own home. And why did they have such blind faith in using their own home as a hiding spot? Well, that's all down to the Fidelius Charm. The Fidelius Charm is an incredibly powerful piece of magic that conceals a secret inside of a chosen secret keeper's soul, and in this instance, the secret was the Potter's location. The only hole in their plan was the man that they had chosen as secret keeper, Peter Pettigrew. A snivelling excuse for a man, Pettigrew ended up changing sides and gave up the location of the Potters to Voldemort, leaving them wide open to his attack. After Peter Pettigrew betrayed the Potter family's location, Voldemort wasted no time and promptly arrived in Godric's Hollow. With the house's magical protections rendered useless, he easily located the home and blasted through the front door, catching the Potters off guard, entirely unaware that their location was exposed and that their secret keeper had betrayed them. When he entered their home, James Potter was the first to get in his way, the first line of defense protecting Lily and Harry. However, James had one very big problem. He didn't have his wand on him. On his best day, James was no match for Voldemort, but with no wand to speak of, he put up no fight at all. After disposing of James, Voldemort ascended the stairs to the nursery where Lily and baby Harry were cornered, and it was at this time that he did something quite unexpected. He offered Lily a chance to step aside. This was not a luxury that was offered to James, but at the end of the day, it was only really Harry that he wanted, and so he explained that if she simply stepped away and let him have Harry, that he would spare her life. This act of mercy was at the request of Severus Snape, who loved Lily and deeply regretted relaying the prophecy to Voldemort. However, despite being offered the chance to step aside and live, Lily refused to abandon her son, and so Voldemort murdered her, the flash of green light from the killing curse illuminating the entire upper floor. Voldemort then turned his wand on Harry and let out one more Avada Kedavra, hoping to put an end to the Potter family once and for all. However, thanks to Lily's loving sacrifice, the curse rebounded, killing Voldemort for a time and saving baby Harry. So that's how things played out, but what I want to look at is why Lily didn't just apparate with Harry, vacating the Potter residence entirely. Apparition is of course a magical means of transportation akin to teleportation, where the user instantly travels from one location to another. When James told Lily to take Harry and run, there was undoubtedly a sort of unspoken understanding that he would die. So why didn't Lily take this opportunity to escape? Seems like the obvious choice here, right? Voldemort was over the threshold as James came sprinting down the hall. It was easy, too easy. He had not even picked up his wand. "Lily, take Harry and go." it's him. Go, run. I'll hold him off." Hold him off without a wand in his hand, he laughed before casting the curse. Avada Kedavra. Apparition is an advanced magical ability, but Lily Potter was an advanced witch, and more than capable. To begin forming an understanding of the situation, let's turn our attention to the Deathly Hallows, when the trio travel from Shell Cottage to Gringotts. All three of them glance back at Shell Cottage, lying dark and silent under the fading stars, then turned and began to walk toward the point, just beyond the boundary wall, where the Fidelius charm stopped working, and they would be able to disapparate. What we can derive from this passage is that apparition isn't possible when the Fidelius charm is at play, a charm which of course was present at the Potter cottage. Furthermore, in The Half-Blood Prince, Dumbledore explains to Harry that it's quite common for wizarding homes to be outfitted with an anti-apparition charm in order to keep out unwanted guests. "Professor, why couldn't we just apparate directly into your old colleague's house?" "Because it would be quite as rude as kicking down the front door," said Dumbledore. "Courtesy dictates that we offer fellow wizards the opportunity of denying us entry. In any case, most wizarding dwellings are magically protected from unwanted apparators. At Hogwarts, for instance, you can't apparate anywhere inside the buildings or grounds," said Harry quickly. "Hermione Granger told me." So, as we can see, Lily Potter didn't apparate for a number of reasons. The Fidelius charm meant that apparition was entirely impossible, and the fact that most wizarding homes were outfitted with anti-apparition charms made it entirely improbable. Living under the imminent threat of Lord Voldemort approaching, I'm more than willing to bet that an anti-apparition charm was placed on the Potter cottage. But there's also one more huge consideration that could explain why Lily wasn't able to apparate. She didn't have her wand. In the Deathly Hallows, Voldemort recounts that neither James nor Lily had their wands when he killed them. He was over the threshold as James came sprinting into the hall. It was easy, too easy. He had not even picked up his wand. "Lily, take Harry and go. It's him. Go, run. I'll hold him off." Hold him off without a wand in his hand, he laughed before casting the curse. Avada Kedavra. He climbed the steps, listening with faint amusement to her attempts to barricade herself in. She had no wand upon her, either. In Harry Potter, wandless magic is certainly possible, but the more complicated the spell, the more likely it is that the witch or wizard will require a wand to channel said magic. Apparition is no easy feat. In fact, most witches and wizards can't do it at all. So I'm willing to bet that Lily Potter not having her wand is just another contributing factor as to why she would be unable to apparate. And so the Fidelius charm, though immensely powerful and useful in the right circumstance, ultimately became the Potter's undoing due to the way it operates. Not only did it conceal the Potter's location, but it also created a false sense of security that worked against them when Voldemort attacked. By its design, the charm's secrecy made the Potters believe they were untouchable as long as their secret keeper, Peter Pettigrew, remained loyal. And it was this sense of protection that likely influenced their decision to stay in Godric's Hollow, rather than keeping themselves constantly on the move. The Fidelius charm's protections are inherently limited, as it shields a location from discovery, but does not directly protect its inhabitants in the event of an attack. And the Potters had one major oversight. Apparition is tied to a wizard's focus and the mental visualization of a destination. Because the Fidelius charm hides a location even from the people inside it, it disrupts the ability to visualize and disapparate effectively. By placing their faith in the charm and staying in one place, they inadvertently gave Pettigrew the opportunity to betray them and Voldemort the chance to strike without resistance. Their confidence in their security also prevented them from taking other necessary precautions, like preparing portkeys or having flu powder ready. And this stationary existence allowed Pettigrew to easily betray them and Voldemort to plan his attack without the risk of their sudden disappearance. In the end, it was their trust in the Fidelius charm and in Pettigrew that were fatal miscalculations. And the charm, while effective in theory, offered no protection against the human element of betrayal and served as a double-edged sword, stripping the Potters of any other manner of escape. And that's it for this video. Can you think of any other reasons why the Potters wouldn't have disapparated? Let me know down in the comment section below. Also, quick shout out to the community on Spotify for requesting this video. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.